to demonstrate my favorite eyeshadow look. We call it couche de couleur. Couche de couleur, couche, 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 couche. It means layers of color. It's really easy to remember. Not color blocking, not a pale lid and then a dark crease and then a liner. That's not pretty. Much more fashionable. We start with something warm, something cool, and then a crescendo of color, something very hot, and then ending with something really cold to give you maximum contrast to bring out your eye. It amplifies the color and makes people look at your beautiful eye, not your eye makeup. We'll begin with nutmeg and the eyeshadow brush. I'm going to press the pigment into the bristle to make less mess, and now apply it onto the eyelid. I push all the pigment into the base of the eye closest to the eyelashes, and it's very balanced. Balanced from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner. This is what adds to the illusion of natural makeup, because it's not just in the outer corner, which is very theatrical, or not just in the inner corner, but very balanced across the eye. Once you're done and all the pigment is off the brush and it's on your eyelid, you evaporate whatever's left over upwards. So the intensity is stuffed down towards the lashes, and the color looks like it's amorphously disappearing towards the eyebrow. There's no hard lines of demarcation, it just disappears like a cloud of smoke. So pretty. Next, because we've used something warm and gold, the next color shouldn't be another warm color. So not matchy-matchy, not gold with brown and beige and tan, which turns eye to mud, but a contrasting color, something very cool, like this beautiful amethyst. It's called alexandrite, one of our favorites. Press the pigment into the bristle, so there's no fallout. And once again, couche de couleur, couche, 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 press, 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 push, push, push. In the very same spot, balance from outer corner to inner corner to make people look at your beautiful eye color, not your eye makeup. When you're done and all the product is off the brush and it's on your eyelid, you evaporate the remnants upwards, which at this point should be next to nothing. It's more beautiful now than it was before. It's a dual tone where you see the gold effervescing through the beautiful amethyst. A little nutmeg underneath, just like we did on top. And a little alexandrite also. Little sample of what we do on top, we mirror on the bottom for balance. The difference being with the brushes is the shadow brush is natural fiber, so it gives you more opacity and faster strokes. The flat eyeliner brush is synthetic and thinner, so it applies finer strokes. Thinner for detail and precision and less pigment on the skin. Innocence would be the third color. It's a very vibrant coral. This color serves to add heat. When people ask me what does that mean, it's, let's say you have too many gray or beige or dull, brown, boring, conservative colors, even black. Sometimes you need to give it a little life and femininity. That's where you would add a color that provides heat. It creates the illusion of a prism of color on the eye. It doesn't look like gold, an amethyst, and then coral. It just creates mystery. Makes people look at your eye color, not your eye makeup. Blue is one of those colors, also really not intended to be worn by itself. You add it to hot colors. It transitions the pigment and gives it depth and dimension. It's very similar to the painting of an ocean. A lot of people see the painting of the ocean and instantly think it's just blue paint. Blue paint would just create a blue wall. In order to paint the ocean, you actually need to start with something very warm, like a gold or a bronze, to give the illusion of depth. Then you transition those colors to brighter colors. You can do greens and corals and ambers and build your way up to layers of blue and turquoise and finish with black. And you step away from the canvas and it looks like a photograph, something you can dive into that has emotion. Essentially, this is a real smoky eye. We don't call it smoky because people think of smoky eyes as being black eyeshadow. Smoky eyes doesn't mean black eyeshadow. Smoky eyes means there's no hard lines of demarcation. All of the eyeshadows evaporate on the eye like a cloud of smoke. Actresses love it because it looks natural, exciting, but there's a simplicity to it that looks chic and elegant. The key is to just keep going until you're satisfied that you've given yourself enough contrast. I simply chose these colors because they serve a simple mathematical equation. If you want to bring out your beautiful eye color, you want to create contrast. So you want to actually layer gold and amethyst and coral and this really beautiful sapphire lapis to create maximum contrast with your eye. They're layered, if you look down, darling. This is what it looks like. It creates a dynamic kaleidoscope of pigment on the eyelid. Nobody knows what she's wearing. It doesn't look like blue, it doesn't look like coral, it doesn't look like amethyst, it doesn't look like gold. All we see is her gorgeous eye color because it's creating contrast. Remember, the only reason to wear eye makeup is to bring out your eye, not to look like a walking art installation.